Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, or just stopping by, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it all. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. We got a good one today, man. Appreciate everybody on your way in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. What's up to everybody in the building already? Appreciate y'all already tapping in. My boy John, Buddha Mike, Tila, DJ, Angela, Plus Club, my boy Digi, Courtney, what's up, fam? Jax, what's good? But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. We gonna get straight into it. Just got done watching that Bad Boys 4. It was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool movie and everything. I thought Martin was gonna be kind of slow in there, but hey, they cleaned it up good. They had Martin looking good in the movie, so it was all good, man. It was a good movie. What's up, Melinda? But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's get straight into this content, y'all. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's go.
I was walking by after seeing a TikTok video the other day about a lady saying weigh your food because they be marking up prices that's not real. It's like, cool, I'm gonna go to Walmart and find some meat, you know what I'm saying, just to mark it up. So I was looking at some of the meats, kind of comparing the prices. Boom, we got some chops right here. Check it out. It says it's 92 ounces right here in the middle, right in the middle. Right here, the price is, per pound, $4.34 a pound. This price here says $3.99 because it's a little less than a pound. Okay, cool, little pork chops or whatever. Boom, the date, May 10th, or whatever, 2024, 4 slabs of meat. Then we have this right here, May 10th, 2024. Same type of pack, same everything, except the price is dramatically different. So remember, take a look at these packs. Boom, boom. Now, $3.99, same pack, $15.46. And I'm like, damn, how do these 2 packs of meat cost so much? They're the same damn packs of meat. Of course, I held them and weighed them. This weighs a little bit more than that one. 92 ounces, $4, $3.99. This says it weighs 4 pounds, 33 ounces, $15. Now again, 92 ounces, $4, $3.99, round it up. 92 ounces, 4 pounds, 33 ounces for $15.46. Now, I'm gonna put this on the scale. You guys gotta see this. The lady on TikTok said do it. Let me wipe that camera off because it's smeared. Hold on. She said do it. Check it out. Here it is, folks. Watch. Okay, 1 pound. It said it was 92 ounces, whatever. Okay, boom, it's a pound, so therefore the price will be $4.34. It's 1 pound. $4, $4.34. This says it is 4 pounds, 33 ounces. Check it out. No cutting the camera, none of that. This is crazy. Watch. 4 pounds, 33 ounces. Supposed to say 4 pounds, 33 ounces. Right there. And the scale says this thing weighs pretty much the same weight as this one for $4. 92 ounces, which said it weighed a pound. 1 pound, 9 ounces. Look at that. 9 ounces more. $15.46. $4. People, make sure you really weigh this stuff before you buy it. That's weird. I'm not about to buy the damn pork chop anyway. Just crazy. I just thought I'd do this for the sake of this video. Please be warned, people. Walmart is on some scam shit.
If you've been... Now that's crazy. Now, always check your food, y'all. Always check. They're getting over it every way they can. Everywhere they can, y'all. So make sure you just checking, man. That was crazy right there. Salute to everybody in the building. What's up, Prince B? Cordell, man, you so funny, man. Dog said chocolate and a knife. Oh my God, man, y'all so funny, man. But salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Let's keep it going. Make sure you're checking your foods, y'all.
Been following the stuff that's been going on in Idaho lately. Something's the tides are changing in Idaho. In the last couple videos, we've been talking about how they've been culling the chickens because of the bird flu. And I want you guys to understand too that they're using the PCR test for that. And I want you to go do your homework on how reliable that test actually is. Okay, and you guys got to start peeling open this onion. On May 16th, just a short while ago, News surfaced of an outbreak at Hendricks Poultry in Iona County, and the company announced 400 layoffs and that 6.5 million poultry likely will be killed to stop the spread in Iona County alone. Nearly 91 million poultry in the U.S. are affected, with outbreaks in 48 states as of Friday, according to the Center of Disease Control. Additionally, 9 states, including Michigan, have reported outbreaks of the avian flu in cattle, and with 49 herds across the U.S. are impacted. Okay? I have more here. Don't go anywhere now. I'm telling you guys, they are coming for this food system, and they're coming for the homesteaders. Please understand me when I'm telling you. The whole deal, they have to control all of the food or it's not going to work. This is going to be a kind of a slow, fast process, right? It's not going to happen like overnight or anything, but they are moving towards that right now at record speed. And they're going to use this stuff to get you there through the fear and everything, okay? Cal-Maine Foods and Farewell reported a case of H5N1 bird flu, forcing the production at the entire facility to cease. The nearly 2 million chickens account for just under 4% of its flock. Okay. Here's another story. I mean, you know, you could just spend 2 seconds and type in this stuff, and you can see all of these facilities that are getting bugged up by this right now.
Hi,
Man, that farmer is not sitting up here lying or making up stories, y'all. I definitely believe they definitely coming for our food system. I mean, it's so many signs, so much we can look into. Like, y'all know they coming for the food system, y'all. There's so much stuff they doing. We don't have no food that's really good for us in the stores anymore. Like, if you ain't growing your own food or anything like that, most likely you getting some GMO shit, you know what I'm saying? Something they didn't put together. Definitely. Even though I just found a watermelon not too long ago, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days ago with some seeds in it, some black seeds, you know what I'm saying? I was excited about that, but let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Appreciate everybody in the building.
My name is Barry Jennings. I'm 52 years old. I've worked for 33 years at one location. Basically, that's it. I'm married, father of 4.
That's it. Why don't you tell people your experience from the very beginning of the day on September 11, 2001?
All right, it was, as I told you guys before, it was very funny. I was on my way to work, and traffic was excellent. I received a call that a small Cessna had hit the World Trade Center, and I was asked to go and man the Office of Emergency Management at the World Trade Center 7 on the 23rd floor. As I arrived there were police all in the lobby. They showed me the way to the elevator. We got up to the 23rd floor. Me and Mr. Hess, who I didn't know was Mr. Hess at the time, we got to the 23rd floor. We couldn't get in. We had to go back down. Then security and police took us to the freight elevators, where they took us back up, and we did get in. Upon arriving into the OEM EOC, we noticed that everybody was gone.
Hey, y'all, I've been looking at different interviews from, I know it's old, you know what I'm saying, the 9/11 incident or whatever y'all want to call it, tragedy, or, you know what I'm saying, the play that they put on us. But anyway, I've been looking at different interviews and everything, and these interviews been so interesting. Like, they've been talking crazy. Like, it's just crazy. They always got to listen to them. Like, some of the stuff they be saying, like what happened right before, you know, the towers went down and everything. Like, all these different interviews, if you go and check it out, it's on TikTok everywhere and everything. You will see different people saying different stuff and everything. Like, it's just support where everybody been saying that this shit was crazy. Like, it was a play. It was definitely a play. So, and I don't want to say too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying allegedly because, you know, I'm still on YouTube parole to June 27th. A few more days, y'all. I'm off YouTube parole, but salute to everybody. And Tilly, you became a member because some of our other members purchased memberships and for people just randomly, you know, that be on the streams, and it go to random people. So you end up getting one, and you a member now, you know what I'm saying? Even though we look at you as a member anyway, you know, You're on the team. So salute to you. Got salute to Frank. A couple of people bought them. JB, a couple of people bought memberships for people. So salute to everybody. But let's keep it going, y'all. My bad.
I saw coffee that was on the desk. Still, the smoke was still coming off the coffee. I saw half-eaten sandwiches. And only me, Mr. Hess, was up there. After I called several individuals, one individual told me that to leave and leave right away.
Yep, Cordell.
Mr. Hess came running back in and said, we're the only ones up here, we got to get out of here. He found the stairwell. So we subsequently went to the stairwell and we're going down the stairs. When we reached the 6th floor, the landing that we were standing on gave way. There was an explosion and the landing gave way. And I was left there hanging. I had to climb back up and now I had to walk back up to the 8th floor. After getting to the 8th floor, everything was dark. It was dark and it was very, very hot. Very hot. I asked Mr. Hess to test the phones as I took a fire extinguisher and broke out the windows. Once I broke out the windows, I could see outside below me. I saw police cars on fire, buses on fire. I looked one way, the building was there. I looked the other way, it was gone. I was trapped in there for several hours. I was trapped in there when both buildings came down. The firefighters came. They came to the window because I was going to come out on the fire hose. I didn't want to stay there any longer. It was too hot. I was going to come out on the fire hose. They came to the window. They started yelling, "Do not do that. It won't hold you." And then they ran away. See, I didn't know what was going on. That's when the first tower fell. When they started running, the first tower was coming down. I had no way of knowing that. Then I saw them come back. Now I saw them come back with more concern on their faces. And then they ran away again. The second tower fell. So as they turned and ran the second time, the guy said, "Don't worry, we'll be back for you." And they did come back. This time they came back with 10 firefighters. And they kept asking, "Where are you? We don't know where you are." I said, "I'm on the north side of the building," because when I was on the stairs, I saw north side. Excuse me. All this time, I'm hearing all type of explosions. All this time, I'm hearing explosions. And I'm thinking that maybe it's the buses around me that...
Y'all hear him? He said all that time he was hearing explosives. He wasn't hearing shit, planes hitting the building and nothing. He was hearing explosives. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, salute to everybody in the building. Dennis, Buddha, what's up, man? Baby Cakes, Tweety, what's up with you? Planet Max, Mike, what's up, everybody? I ain't want to get a shot. I was doing the videos and nothing no more, man. I'm gonna cut down on that because I want y'all to be able to hear the video. So, you know what I'm saying? I send that love in between or when I stop it and everything. So I ain't messing it up so people can hear the videos and everything. But salute to everybody. Let's keep it going. Y'all heard what he said though. Explosives.
On fire, the cars are on fire. I don't see no, but I'm still hearing these explosions. When they finally got to us and they took us down to what they called the lobby, because I asked them, I said, when we got down there, I said, "Where are we?" He said, "This was the lobby." And I said, "You got to be kidding me." It was total ruins. Total ruins. Now keep in mind, when I came in there, the lobby had nice escalators. It was a huge lobby. And for me to see what I saw, it was unbelievable. And the firefighter that took us down kept saying, "Do not look down." And I kept saying why. He said, "Do not look down." And we were stepping over people. And you know you can feel when you're stepping over people. They took us out through a hole that I don't know who made this hole in this wall. That's how they got us out. They took us out through a hole, through the wall, to safety. As they were taking me out, one firefighter had fallen. I believe he was having a heart attack. But before that, this big giant police officer came to me. And he says, "You have to run." I said, "I can't run. My knees are swollen." He said, "You're going to have to get on your knees and crawl in." He said, "Because we have reports of more explosions." And that's when I started crawling. And I saw this guy fall behind me, and his comrades came to his aid. They dragged him to safety. I was looking for an ambulance for my knees, and at that time they told me you got to walk 20 blocks.
Damn.
To refuge. Before I got there, Eyewitness News grabbed me and started interviewing me. And that's basically it.
No.
Man, he said before he even got down there, the Eyewitness News grabbed him and started interviewing him. Now that's crazy. Like, I'm one of those people, I definitely believe 9/11 was an inside job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened with those planes. I remember being in college, though, when those planes hit and everybody was in the eateries. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the food spots and everything was. And I remember seeing it on TV, y'all. And I was super sad. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminded me of when I was a little boy and people was watching that Challenger. You know what I'm saying? The Challenger, y'all know, man, the thing that supposedly blew up, whatever, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but yeah, I was in the eateries and I seen that and they kept playing it on the TV and it was crazy because I was wondering, like, man, but it's all a play. Just like they showed the Challenger on TV, they showed all that shit from 9/11 on TV. And from my eyes, it looked like planes hit there and everything. But after doing all this research and looking at all the stuff and everything, man, it was definitely an inside job. It was some plays and everything. But that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put that on to nobody. But let's keep it going, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button.
An intersection near you. You may believe those cameras are to catch you running red lights and to send you a ticket in the mail. Let's open up this traffic signal controller cabinet here and let me show you what they actually do. As you can see, these cameras are actually used for vehicle detection. As these vehicles pull up to the stop bar, these cameras will lock in a call for them to get the green light. You can see that this car out here is getting detected by these cameras and they are sitting on top of phase 4. And as you can see, a call is held in on phase 4 and they will be getting the light next. Some of these cameras even have a radar attached to them. And as you can see, this is showing an alt sensor, which is that radar and is picking up advanced vehicle detection. See, these cameras are designed to make this intersection more efficient, which means you'll spend less time at red lights and more time moving on your daily commute. The world of traffic signals is unique and fascinating. Make sure to hit that follow button to learn a lot more about traffic lights and what keeps you moving on your daily commute. Thanks for watching.
Hey, now I know he said that those cameras are for like sensors to basically just turn the light green for different cars when you're pulling up to the light and everything. But don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled. I definitely got a ticket sent in the mail before. You know what I'm saying? I got tickets sent in the mail before from cameras just like that at the light before. So I'm sure he said it wasn't for giving out tickets and everything, but I'm sure maybe not that camera or whatever, but some of these cameras do got the ability to ticket you and send it to you in the mail. It didn't happen to me before. Like, I didn't experience it myself. So, and I'm sure that they just not using those cameras for just sensors for that light. You feel me? So they definitely checking everybody. That's how they be catching all the like when people be doing stuff like going on a drill and then they be in cars and then they got all the video footage of them in the cars or where they came from and everything. They go right back to those cameras. You feel me? So just putting y'all up on game. Let's keep it going.
Can I blow your mind right now? Okay. What if everything we know about the moon is wrong? Chris, can you pull up that video? Well, look at this. That's the moon out in broad daylight on full display. I recorded this video at 4:30 this afternoon on my way to pick up Chris from school. Right? How is that possible? If it's nighttime in Australia and they're looking up at the moon, how can I be seeing it in broad daylight? The only logical conclusion is the bilunarian model, which suggests that there are two nearly identical moons orbiting the Earth in perfect symmetry. And if you've never heard of it, it sounds pretty radical. I get that. But when you start to think about it, it makes perfect sense. And the people try to deflate this argument by going, well, how come we've never seen them at the same time? Well, they're in perfect symmetry. And for us to not be able to see both at the same time, one has to be on the other side of the Earth, which means that the Earth has to have at least two opposing sides, right? And it can't just be two sides, or else the Earth would be two-dimensional. That's ridiculous. But what if there was a more radical model? We don't know where the Egyptians got their inspiration from, but it's starting to make a little more sense now. And if you really want to go down this rabbit hole with me, which moon did the astronauts visit? We still don't know.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with the moon, but I definitely be seeing the moon in the daytime, y'all. So I don't know what's up with that. But Tina Banks, yeah, hey, I'm definitely old as hell. But when the Challenger blew up, I was a little baby when the Challenger blew up. But I was talking about 9/11. 9/11, I was in college and everything. But salute to everybody in the building. Elaine, I appreciate it. Glad I can inspire you. And actually, this day, what? This day 69, y'all. Crazy. That's a crazy number right there. 69. But anyway, day 69. Tomorrow will be day 70. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been puffing no weed, none of that. Quick cold turkey. Y'all witness me quick cold turkey. I ain't been back on it. And I don't want to get back on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'd have had days when I was down. I was like, man, I should smoke me a blunt or something, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I stayed on it. But salute to everybody in the building. Disease X, what's up, fam? I be seeing you in the comments all the time. You my guy. I don't want you to think we was beefing at one time when we was going back and forth, man. It's all love over here, man. I ain't tripping. Let's keep it going, though, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me.
We've been screwed again, you guys. Okay, let me tell you how. Did you guys know that there are two constitutions? There are. And guess what? The one we're using is not benefiting us. So let me tell you how this happened. Back in 1871, the United States became a corporation, if you didn't know. That's where it started. When they created this corporation, which was basically, that's where DC, the District of Columbia, came out of. This corporation basically took our original constitution, which gave the rights to the people, the freedom to the people, and tossed it in the trash, never to be seen from again, and rewrote it and made their constitution, which is now basically what we go by. The difference was very, very tricky. What they did was, one of them is called the Constitution for the United States of America. The other one is called the Constitution of the United States of America. That little word change made all the difference in the world.
Wow.
How do you ask? Well, basically, when they rewrote the new Constitution, it gave them all the power. It gave them the power over us. For instance, in our original Constitution, the one that is of the United States of America, we the people have a right to travel freely in our personal vehicles on public highways and roads. We don't need licenses. We don't need insurance. We don't need any of that. We can travel freely. According to their Constitution, which we go by, we now have to have registrations, insurance, pay taxes in order to drive on a public highway.
Wow.
That's one instance. If you think that's bad, there's a lot more.
Man, I gotta do some research on that, y'all. I didn't know that. So it was a constitution of the United States of America, and then it was a constitution for the United States of America. That one word, they switched it up, changed it or whatever, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that, but it makes a lot of sense, and I be seeing why a lot of people be getting caught with that sovereign citizen stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they be trying to say, I don't need no license and everything, they probably thinking about the old Constitution before they switched it over or whatever. So I'm about to look into that. I'm about to do some research though. But let's keep it going. What's up, Kaylin? Said it was changed 4 times. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Trying to tell us something? Martial law, predictive programming this year. This is not a prediction, just pattern recognition. Things inserted into the consciousness all of a sudden. Let's check it out. Martial law thought experiment starting in the Marshall Islands. Taking the news this year all of a sudden. And also has the weird weather anomaly. It looks like a date. This has been covered as well as other weather anomalies like the blob, Antarctica, and other rabbit holes. Aside from Marshall Islands, this system makes sure you always know when the darling of the week is in the media, the celebrity they want you to worship, which happens to be Marshall Mathers recently. Make sure everybody know the return of Marshall. Also Mars, which is where martial law comes from, by the way, in etymology. Mars has been in the news a lot lately, and a few days ago there was a very rare planetary alignment also involving Mars. Mars energy, anybody? Random but interesting segue that means nothing. Check out this Walmart martial law, possibly built-in anagram similarity.
Wow.
Kind of weird. Random stuff that definitely means nothing by itself, but once you're onto it, you keep seeing things like YouTube releasing The Marsh as of 2 weeks ago. And
Hey, let me stop it for 1 second. That's not a coincidence, is it, y'all? That Walmart is like so similar to martial law. Let me go back a little bit. That's not a coincidence, is it, y'all? Look at that. It's basically just switch it around, Marshall. That's crazy. I've been seeing all the videos and stuff about this and everything with Walmart and everything, and I didn't seen some closed down Walmarts looking like they got barbed wire around it and all that type of shit, like they finna put concentration camps or something in there and everything. Like I done seen the videos and everything, but I don't think it happened yet. Or I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, but that's crazy to me right there.
kind of weird. Random stuff that definitely means nothing by itself, but once you're onto it, you keep seeing things like YouTube releasing The Marsh as of 2 weeks ago, and it's shown you a few times in the feed. I think stuff like this could be when your mind is just kind of onto it. Speaking of movies and good old predictive programming, aside from recent movies like Leave the World Behind and Civil War, all portraying this same similar martial law type chaotic scenario, and recent things leading up till now like Red Dawn, which depicts a UN foreign nation takeover, martial law type of environment, all leading to this most recent Batman clip. Check it out and pay attention to the date.
Wednesday, November 6th. The city is underwater. The National Guard is coming. Martial law is in effect.
Did he just say November 6th? Not just November 6th, but did he specifically make sure we know it was Wednesday, November 6th? I wonder if there's anything important that happens the day before, on Tuesday, November 5th. Which brings us into the Purge election year predictive programming, which you're already onto the thread and probably needs no explanation.
Breaking news. We've just gotten word that the NFFA has declared martial law across the country. The U.S. military will be sent into nearly every city to stop the violence and restore peace. Citizens are being told to relate.
This movie also further ties in themes like the Nephilim clown, possession through transformation, mask, clown appearance, Nephilim archetype. And it even shows a scene with guillotines being used, which is interesting if you know the book of Revelation, beheadings. That's the Antichrist method of execution.
Damn.
And in Revelation, the souls under the altar, the martyrs. So I wonder whether prophecy fulfillment, real or just engineered fictional flag type of stuff, is this idea being inserted into the collective conscious thought field. Which isn't new, by the way. It's kind of always been there, but seems like possibly it's getting ramped up. I wonder if this Trump criminal thread thug life scenario could lead to a 4-year electricity ritual where Trump wins and people think everyone's just crazy, lost their mind, and old powers are calling in the UN to come regulate and restore order. Again, that's just a fictional thought. But what's not fictional is the elections coincide with the Olympic year calendar every 4 years. The Olympics, by the way, dedicated to honor the god Zeus. Also the same year Zeus is being honored, if you look deep enough into masonry and other literature, you'll find that there's an inserting Osiris spirit ritual done the day the president takes his oath, supposedly. Will Batman be right? We'll see, but whatever the law of man or the land, remember the highest law and don't let it depart from your mind, heart, or mouth, especially during these times. Peace.
Man, that's crazy, y'all. And that's how they do it. They be putting it in our brains and putting it in our minds, like our conscience and everything through media and everything, and you don't even know it. It just be happening and everything. They be programming us and everything, but I hope we never get to martial law, even though it seems like we getting closer and closer, man. I don't want to get to that, you know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody in the building. What's up, Maurice, DD, 9, Ether, being Anunnaki God. What's up, Nicola? What's up, Cass Love? Serious. What's up, everybody? But yeah, I hope we never get to martial law, y'all. I don't want to see that. Like, that shit. That'd be crazy. But I hate to say it, that seems like that's where we headed. If we all don't come together and be like, man, hey, we got the numbers. Fuck that. We ain't letting nobody do none of that. Hell no. Nah. Then it's gonna work if we're gonna do that. But let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Why would you kill off the natives to bring slaves from across an ocean when you could have turned the natives into slaves? Especially when most slaves in human history were prisoners of war. Why would a people steal people they don't like from Africa, free them, just to oppress them forever just because they're brown skin? Why didn't the US government deport black Americans after they freed the slaves? Mexicans can be deported, but not the non-native black Americans you hate. If Native Americans were actually native, why didn't they fight for their rights on their own land during the civil rights movements with Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, and Martin Luther King? Why didn't Native American leaders step up to be assassinated fighting for their rights on land that was stolen from them by the government? Why, for the past 500 years, the biggest enemy of the US has been its own black American civilians and no one else? Why did the CIA cause the crack epidemic in the black community and no other communities? Why was the police created to catch only black slave runaways when there were other races enslaved along with black people? How does a small minority of a few thousand poor farmers from Europe have both the manpower and resources to enslave tens of millions of Africans? Bring them to the Americas while simultaneously committing genocide against Indians, Mayans, Aztecs, Incas, Caribbeans, and the entire South America, colonizing Africa and fighting Africans all at once? If you believed your homeland was somewhere else, would you have a desire to overthrow the people in power? If all you have to be proud of is 500-year-old slave history, assassinated black leaders, and rap music, would you have anything to amount to? All this chaos is because of skin tone, right?
Right. That's correct. Question. He was a I'm with it. I definitely believe we was here already. You know what I'm saying? I think that was all lies. Talking about we came over here on the ship and everything. How? Like how? Just like he said, like how? So you mean to tell me like only a few people can manage to bring all those supposedly slaves over here? And when you mean tell me when no, we were just complying, like, yeah, okay, we all going over here. Let's go over here and be slaves. Like, yeah, man, that shit ain't right. It ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. It just ain't right, man. It ain't fair. And we all supposed to love each other, but the way this shit set up is horrible out here. They didn't set it up. They didn't put the shit in play and put the plays in and all the systems, and it's still working to this day, y'all. We still being oppressed and still suffering from all the nonsense, y'all. But hey, at least we waking up a little bit. At least we waking up. Hopefully, you know, people here. I mean, we are coming together. I ain't gonna say hopefully. People are coming together because look at this community. You know what I'm saying? We come together and we learning. We waking up and shit. I'm ready for whatever. I ain't gonna front, but let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Sidewalk 123 years ago at the World's Fair in Paris, stretching 543 acres along the Seine River. The grounds of the 1900 Exposition Universelle were the biggest in history. And just like all the other World's Fairs, almost everything was destroyed afterwards, including this incredible electric moving sidewalk. It was elevated above the street on a 23-foot tall iron viaduct and consisted of 3 sections.
Look at that, y'all. You mean to tell me they had like a little walking escalator way back then? Man, you know they had some advanced technology and everything. Like, I don't know if this like real footage or if this some AI footage or whatever. And I don't even know if it's real or not, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it be so many lies and everything. But if this is true, this is like, come on, man. They had the little walking escalator thing way back then.
Sections. One was stationary while the other ones moved continuously at 3 miles per hour and 6 miles per hour. The 2.5-mile loop was constructed around the perimeter of the central square. Using the 6 miles per hour walkway allowed visitors to circumnavigate the square in roughly 25 minutes, all while standing still and sightseeing. The predecessor of this walkway was at an earlier Chicago World's Fair. Along the same route, but moving in the opposite direction, was an elevated railway system that visitors could use to get around more quickly. However, the electric walkway could accommodate up to 14,000 people at one time. On its busiest day, it carried 70,000 people in one afternoon. The gigantic scale of the exposition made it virtually impossible to see everything, which is why the Rue de l'Avenir was so popular. It was both convenient and entertaining. One visitor described it as a giant wooden snake with its tail in its mouth. At Ouroboros of Paris, we're told that this structure was only temporary, but it had iron foundations just like the Eiffel Tower, and many other masterpieces of architecture that were destroyed. Even the Eiffel Tower was supposed to be demolished. Most of these things would probably still be standing today, and would be iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower turned out to be. These events are the plot holes of history. You really have to ask yourself, why would they destroy such amazing things? And why is it the same story all over the world?
Did you hear what? We know why they destroyed everything, y'all. We all know. Control. They wanted to control everything, and it's crazy. I just be thinking in my head, like I hate to say this, but whoever like put these little plays into place, you know what I'm saying, these systems and everything for the future and everything, they actually was brilliant. They was geniuses. Like, for them to even think of like, oh yeah, we finna control the whole world, we finna do this and all this, and like they had some brains and everything, but they was just evil. The way they was going about and thinking and doing the shit, they was just evil with it and everything. So, but that's crazy. Like, they had to walk in the little escalator thing back then. I just seen a video. Actually, I did a stream about electric cars a long time ago, and then one of the homies just sent me a video in the Discord, and they had self-parking cars and everything, y'all, like a long time ago. So they just be lying, y'all. They be lying. But let's keep it going. Y'all.
Just happened in the country of Chile that sent shockwaves across the financial markets? No, probably not. The Western media, of course, hiding that from you. We'll get to that in a minute. Did you hear what Africa just did to the United States dollar? No, probably not. The Western media is also hiding that from you. Did you see what Russia just did to the United States hegemony at their huge conference in St. Petersburg with more than 20 African nations attending? They said, no more American dollar. Enough is enough. No, you didn't see that on CNN, because the entire American media infrastructure is corrupt and only concerned with one story: the indictment of Donald Trump.
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with felony violations of our national security laws, as well as participating in a conspiracy to obstruct justice.
We are witnessing the greatest financial upheaval in almost 100 years, and they care more about Trump having a box of documents in his house. What about the classified documents in Biden's garage next to his Corvette?
And by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay, so it's not like it's sitting out in the street.
Shut up. Don't ask any questions. You're not allowed to ask any questions, because it's all a distraction from what's really happening. The Western media is pretending that everything is fine, but it's not. Almost zero coverage of what I'm about to show you. The unipolar order, dominated for decades by the United States, is crumbling right before our very eyes. And let me tell you, it's not just some abstract concept, something that's being written on white papers. No, it has real consequences right now for every American who has money in a bank or is concerned about their family's future. First, let's talk about Africa. Something astonishing happened this week. Kenyan President William Samoei Ruto speaking to Parliament, announcing that Kenya would start trading in local currencies and not in the US dollar as they have been doing for decades. Holy smokes. The cracks are forming. Watch the standing ovation that he received from this speech.
From Djibouti, selling to Kenya, or traders from Kenya selling to Djibouti, have to look for US dollars. How is US dollars part of the trade between Djibouti and Kenya? Why? And we are not against the US dollar. We just want to trade much more freely. Let us pay in US dollars what we are buying from the US. But what we are buying from Djibouti, let's use local currency.
For far too long, the vibrant and resource-rich continent of Africa has been tethered to the United States dollar. But guess what? Africa is waking up, and it's moving away from the dollar faster than you can say economic independence. They have been kept under the thumb of the West for centuries. African nations are now suddenly embracing regional integration. Their neighbors, seeking to reduce their dependence on external currencies. Goodbye US dollar. And just this week, a Zambian politician spoke about how the West has been exploiting and raping Africa for centuries. And Africa is now demanding autonomy.
Man, see, they don't be showing us that over here. Like, everything is controlled. Even the news they showing us, they don't show us like how our dollar is crumbling every day. You know what I'm saying? All these other countries coming together, like going against us, because they probably, from the outside in, they probably like, man, they evil over there. They like, man, y'all evil as hell. All the shit y'all be doing and everything. And it's crazy, y'all. And then far as like the technology and everything, like they probably got so much technology, so much advanced technology and everything from all the stuff they didn't learn and like reverse engineering and all that type of stuff and everything. Like, they only giving us a little piece. They giving us a little piece. They probably got something right now that's futuristic or something, but they ain't gonna drop it till 2030 or 2035 or something. You know what I'm saying? I believe eventually they might end up dropping a time machine or something. So I don't know, man, but let's keep it going. It's crazy out here. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Video how people are claiming that these Himalayan mountains used to be some kind of giants and that this pink salt looks a lot like flesh and blood from a being.
On petrified giants, whatever happened to them most probably happened fast and simultaneously. Now, do I believe that they are 100% petrified? And the answer is yes and no. If giants are real, like the Bible, Dead Sea Scrolls, and other literature defines, they were not born of the same flesh like me and you, so I think they were only stopped but not destroyed. And these pink salt mines and these flesh-looking stones are part of their bodies harvested from the earth. And for us to deny the similarities that this was once some living tissue, when pictures and video show layer by layer the truth.
Somebody impounds your car, you parked it where it wasn't supposed to be parked, and they towed it, put it in an impound lot.
Hold on, before we get to that. Nah, that's crazy. Like, I'm still tripping about the pink Himalayan salt, y'all. Like, that still got me tripping on that. Cause it definitely makes a lot of sense. And then like some of those stones and rocks with the red on the inside definitely be looking like it could be like some meat or something. So it's kind of crazy. And I was a fan of pink Himalayan salt, but ever since I did a stream a while back talking about the petrified giants and it showed all that stuff, I ain't even bought no more pink Himalayan salt and everything. But I ain't go front. I used to be a fan of it. So, but I just don't know. Like, that might it might not even be true. You just, you know what I'm saying? It's allegedly, but still, it mentally messed me up. So I can't mess with it no more. But let's keep it going, y'all. Yes, I got you, Cass. I'll put the link for the other channel in here.
And the guy wants some $250 for towing and $100 a day for storage. Well, anybody that's in possession of your vehicle that doesn't have title to it, is renting your vehicle. So you send him a true bill for renting your automobile for as long as he's had it. If you want to go down to the local courthouse, you can pull up a lawsuit by Avis Rent-A-Car or Hertz Rent-A-Car, copy it, and sue the tow truck company. Or if a police officer orders a tow truck company to remove your vehicle from the highway and he won't give it back to you, send him a true bill for for rent-a-car. Your car will be back in one day, maybe a couple hours. The fraud that takes place here is profound with the courthouses and the courts. All judges, attorneys, lawyers, politicians all swear the same oath that no law or fact shall ever be tried in court. If I just were to drop one of these two positions here and say my pen and drop the word for, or with my pen, and I drop the word with, and just say my pen, my becomes an adverb, and an adverb modifies a verb. Modification is change, change is motion, motion is action, action is verb. See, in all ADV, vowel two consonants, modifier. ADJ, adjective, color, modifier. PRO, no, 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 UN, no. They give us a lot of negative choices, and no's are negative. That's why the sign says no trespassing, no parking. See, what the sign should read, for the trespassing on this land is with the fee of the $5,000. For the parking of the car in this space is with the fee of the $500. Now, this is a pronoun, adverb, adverb, verb. But if you put for the writ of de novo, then this becomes a 5, a 6, a 7, a 5, a 6, and a 7. This is French, but de means the, in novo, it would then become a fact. So I filed for the writ of the de novo. So for the writ of de novo is your ticket to get a free trial for anything. I don't care what it is. They cannot move forward on any topic. They want to foreclose your house, and they use adverb verb. They didn't give you equal protection of the law. That's a prepositional phrase, for the protection of the law using the correct parsing syntax grammar. Therefore, you can sue for a writ of de novo just for the be correct on the grammar.
Wow. Hey, there's some good info right here, y'all. There's some good info. Like, I ain't know nothing about none of this type of stuff. Like, even when they tow your car, like they basically, you can send them a lawsuit saying, hey, y'all owe me this. Y'all was renting my car. Y'all don't have no ownership and none of that type of stuff. Now, that's crazy. Like, I don't know how true it is, but I'm gonna have to look into it some more and everything. But he definitely on to something with his word bending. Let's keep it going.
Doesn't matter if you got a mortgage or a deed of trust. Indiana uses the terminology mortgage. California uses the terminology deed of trust. Deed is a pronoun, of is an adverb, making trust a verb. The word mortgage, by it stands alone on top of your document, is called a pronoun. There's no prepositional phrase. You know, if I hold up this object, you see a pen. In Spanish, it's scribola. And if I hold this object about 5,000 languages, I get 5,000 different sounding effects to what it is. Does 2 + 2 = 4? Did you hear what I said, what I meant, what I said, what I said, what I meant, what I said? I can do this 150 different ways before I'm going to get it right. So don't ever presume what you think I said, because if my lips are moving, I'm lying to you. That's what a judge said to me. He says, all you got to do is prove it. He says, and in 8,500 years, Wasilewski says, no one has ever proved it. Wait a minute. He says, you mean to say if I say yes, you're going to say no?
Right,
He goes, yep. And if I say no, you're going to say yes. He says, that's right. And he says, all right. Does 3 + 3 = 6? He goes, yeah. He says, no one ever went to war over a math problem in the history of mankind.
Hey, and some of these cases, I feel like you definitely it definitely, it's a go for some people and it's not a go for some people, you know what I'm saying, in some of these cases for sure. But that was interesting. Like, I don't know, you know, so I'm about to look into that. I don't know about getting your car towed. I seen somebody say you can return tickets, all type of stuff and everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know sometimes it backfires when people be trying to, you just got to make sure you're on point when you're doing that stuff and everything. Make sure you know what you're doing and make sure you know what you're talking about and everything. And Cass, I seen you said that some of these tow truck drivers are chatty. You must be from the Midwest somewhere, because that's what we used to say back home in Flint, chatty. You got to be from Midwest somewhere and everything. But salute to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody who tapped in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this out there, everybody. These videos, we learning with each other. Y'all, we learning every day. Every day is something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even know I can learn this much, y'all. Like, it's so much crazy stuff going on. So much they hiding from us. So much we don't know. So much that been hidden from us and everything. So we gonna keep it going. Make sure y'all stay on wave. Make sure y'all stay vibrating those high frequencies, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just stay feeling good, y'all. Stay around that good energy, you know what I'm saying? Peace and love to everybody. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. And I'll see y'all soon, y'all. Peace.
Fam over.